My name is Per, and today I would like to talk to you a little bit about, whoa. Sorry about that. I know this shouldn't be in here, but I have a phone. This is recorded on a phone. I'm uploading it straight to YouTube. There's nothing I can do. Um, think I got to say what I would like to talk to you about today. I'm sorry if emotions keep pouring out of me while I'm speaking, but please ignore them because I can't. And now is the time to record this message. So I have taken the first step and I have become the gardener. So what that means is, well, let me put it like this. So someone has a flower in their life that they don't want. So they cut off that flower, and there's also a thorn in there somewhere. So they cut off the thorn, and then they think everything is okay. And then the flower grows out again, and the thorn grows out again, and they cut off the flower, and they cut off the thorn, and they keep doing this. And eventually they reach a understanding where they go like, oh, okay, kind of comes from this plant. And so they go down to a certain level and they cut off the plant. And so basically you can say that this is in third level, right? And that is everything they're doing is above the third level. The people have been brought to the understanding that they're at level one when they're trying to figure out how to solve their problem. But they're at level three, meaning that whenever they are trying to figure out how to get to a point where they don't have flowers and thorns that are bothering them in their life, they cut off stuff and they never get to do anything else than cut out these things. So basically, what is going on is that there are two levels underneath it, and the first level is just above the ground, up to from the ground and up to where the plant actually starts like growing things like leaves and thorns and so on. And so underneath that level, there is the first level, and that level is the soil. And the soil is what determines what kind of plant can grow. So, what these people have to do rather than cut down, because the moment that you figure out, oh, you can cut a branch off, right? Or you can cut, let's say, down to which is for them level one, but which is between level two and three, and they cut it off, what happens is it takes a longer time until that plant grows up, right? So they think that it's not there anymore. And eventually they might forget about it and things start over again. They start taking off a flower, a thorn, and the whole fucking thing goes over and again and again. And so what they have to do, or what anyone has to do, whatever the heck it is that you want, is to make the soil the best fertilizer that you can for the plant that needs to grow. And so when you do this, that other plant disappears because it can only grow in poor soil. So the moment that you put rich soil in, make it rich soil, you don't have all the problems with finding out where everything is, because all the problems can't grow, right? Be aware of one thing, that is, just all flowers are not as beautiful as they appear, or as, let's call it, as natural as they appear. Some flowers, or some people, or some plant their own flower in a pot and move that flower into your garden and says, look at this. Ah. But remember, it's the soil that you have to look at. And so if from the soil that plant doesn't come out, but you see it's in a planter, it's in a pot, you know that that's not the soil that, or that's not the plant for you. That's not someone who is in contact with nature. Now, I'm speaking like this because all of this could be seen many other ways. And I can only say this, I am not, and I will never become religious. I may be spiritual, but religious. Look, we're talking my soul here, if that's real, right? How can I hand that over to someone else? No. It's a relationship between me and God, and that's sacred. It's not the others that has to guide my relationship, because that means I have to have 100% trust in that other person. And right now, the soil ain't good.